Welcome back. I'm going to do a video now on the pros and cons of the 45 ACP round. Now I have two different variations of it. This is a steel cased, what's often called a hardball round. It's the full metal jacket 230 grain bullet, and this would be a jacketed hollow point. You can see a large deep cavity there, so it'll spread and open on impact. So this is definitely going to be your most common load for a 45, your standard target load. Really going to do about 350 foot-pounds, a little less, a little more depending on the manufacturer. Your defense loads tend to be a little higher. They get a little 385, 415, rarely much more than that. So it's actually not what you consider the highest as far as energy amount in terms of ballistic energy output. However, due to the significantly large wound channel, due to it being a wide bullet, it tends to transfer that energy very, very well. Have what's called a lot of knockdown power. It really does transfer the energy of the bullet to the target efficiently. So it's a very effective defense cartridge. That's what it was developed for. That's what it's intended for, and it does a very, very good job at it. That's why it's still popular over 100 years later. And the original pistol it was designed for, the 1911, is still a popular pistol 100 years later, even though it doesn't have a high capacity, even though it's an old-fashioned style pistol. It's still a very, very popular pistol. If you haven't shot a 1911, I highly recommend you go rent one. They are a blast to shoot. Very, very accurate pistol, very, very popular model, an effective model. And it wouldn't be popular if it didn't work. So definitely a fan of the 1911 platform. What can I say? I'm a fan of the classics. But some other benefits of the round. In its normal state, meaning not a plus P and not an ultralight bullet, 45 ACP is inherently subsonic. They don't make supersonic loads in the 230 grain size. So as far as ease of suppressing, the 45 is great for that. In fact, a lot of your pistols, all you gotta do is order a different barrel and you're done. You're ready to get a suppressor for it. So in terms of how easy it is to make it a suppressed firearm, you don't have to do custom loads like some rounds and that sort of thing. So I definitely like the 45 for quiet in those terms. There are a lot of rifle and carbine platforms in the caliber by a lot of manufacturers. They've been around a long time. You can even get recreations of the old Thompson machine guns in semi-auto form, things like that. They're a lot of fun to shoot, and so you can do a rifle slash pistol combo in this caliber, though it doesn't have quite the same range as ballistic equivalent, which would be like the 300 Blackout, which is a 220 grain bullet at about 1,000 feet per second. So very, very similar ballistics in that rifle, but it has a little better ballistic coefficient than that big fat 45 round. So in terms of energy, it's the same, but it's going to have a little better range than something like that. But still an effective carbine round for short distances. But it does what it's supposed to do. I mean, it is an effective person-stopping cartridge. It's not very good for hunting. It is designed to stop people, and it does that very, very well. Any comments or questions, please let me know.